Hello, good evening to all boxing fans over the world. Welcome to World Boxing Online, the history of boxing. My name is Leonard Gibbons, boxing historian from 1974. Tonight I'd like to talk to you about Floyd Patterson, born in Waco, North Carolina, January of 1935. Won a gold medal as a middleweight at the Helsinki Olympics in Finland in 1952. Was trained under the late great Costamato, who also had Jose Torres as light heavyweight champion in the 60s, and then Mike Tyson until he passed away in 1985, Costamato. Floyd Patterson is remembered as a man of many firsts in boxing history as a heavyweight champion. His first loss was to Joey Maxine in 1956 in the Chicago Stadium, November. Beat Archie Moore to become the youngest man at that time to win the heavyweight title at the age of 21. They defended the heavyweight championship against Tommy Hurricane Jackson, Pete Radmacher, Ron Harris, Brian London. In 1959, in the old Yankee Stadium, got knocked out by Ingemar Johansson of Sweden. In June of 1960, became the first man in the history of boxing, or the history of the heavyweight division, to regain the world heavyweight title in the old Polo Grounds. In September of 1962, Comiskey Park, Chicago, he went in with Charles Sonny Liston, got knocked out, and became the first man as heavyweight champion to lose the title in the first round. The second fight with him and Charles Sonny Liston was in the Convention Center in Las Vegas, July 1963. He also got knocked out in the first round. Tried to regain the title against Muhammad Ali, November 1965. In the Convention Center of Las Vegas, took a severe beating from Ali after calling Ali Cassius Clay. Ali also referred to him as Uncle Tom. He was also one of the first heavyweight champion to be invited to the White House under John Kennedy. He was a man of many firsts, as I say. He also was one of the only amongst boxers like Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson, Rocky Marciano to fight in all of New York City three main arenas. That's the home of boxing, Madison Square Garden, in Midtown Manhattan, the old Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and the Polo Grounds in Brooklyn, New York. In 1968, he tried to regain fight for the world heavyweight title in the final eliminators after Muhammad Ali got stripped. He got stopped by Jerry Corey. In 1972, he had his last fight in the old Madison Square Garden, the new Madison Square Garden, when he got stopped. And that became his last fight at the age of 37. He also served 2 terms as the New York State Athletic Commissioner. He had his adopted son, Tracy Harris Patterson, in the 80s, who was a heavyweight champion. His last box he trained before his sadly untimely death in 2011 was Donovan Razor Ruddock. He's also a man, remember, as the youngest world heavyweight champion then, a gentleman. His name would always stand out against people like Archie Moore, Joe Louis, Sonny Liston, because those are the guys that people, especially the Afro-Caribbeans that came over to England, that those were the world champions around like in the late 50s and early 60s. So welcome all over the world, my boxing fans, to World Boxing Online. And that's a little history of the Floyd Patterson, the man from Waco, North Carolina. And along this, in his era, most of the boxers he fought, mostly the African Americans that he fought, i.e. Charles Sonny Liston, Muhammad Ali, Jimmy Ellis, all those guys came, not Joe Frazier himself, but all those guys are from the South. Yeah, okay then, thank you, Leonard Gibbons, World Boxing Online. Thank you.